the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out.
Hello, Miami. Thank you so much for watching 305 Sports Now. I am your host. Well, ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, ladies and gentlemen, as we are entering another fantastic episode of my Possible Kane segment, in which I will be speaking about arm wood stud cornerback Jaelen Waters. Yes, Jaelen Waters also goes by the name of Seatbelt, right, as well. He is from Sefner, Florida. Like I said, he goes to Armwood High, class of 2026. Considered a 4-star corner, but he's gonna be a 5-star real soon. 15th best corner in his class, and 22nd best player in the state of Florida. He is 6'1", 170 pounds. All right, obviously he's gonna get bigger as well. For 2024, per Max Preps, all right, 20 tackles, 3 pass breakups, and 2 interceptions. As I kick off the huddle video, now I'll break down his analysis. First things foremost, this kid is a beast. Okay, I know I say it about every single recruit, but I mean it. When I talk about every single recruit, and I mean it about this young man. I can see why so much has been made about the necessity of bringing this young man into the defensive back room. If you just look at the video, you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, you can see why they call this young man Seatbelt. All right, an absolute beast, a pure, I would say, boundary cornerback. You can get low, or you can get low and turn his hips right on a dime. Can break on a ball right on a dime. Doesn't matter what the situation is. Again, very, very twitchy as well in terms of his movements, right, as well. He can play press without a problem. Bump and run, play press. He can play off man as well. Either way, he's an absolute nightmare nuisance for the wide receiver. Doesn't matter if it's between the 20s or in the red zone. That wide receiver is going to feel like he is being covered by a blanket the entire time. He will blanket your receiver as well. His speed is absolutely sensational. Okay, he is an individual that if you get a step or you go through a hole, he will chase you down. Touchdowns will not come easy if he is chasing you down, and he never gives up on a play. All right, as well. Okay, so you got nothing about him as well. He could also tackle in space. The young man could also tackle in space. So it throws the running back out in the flats. Okay, wide receiver bubble screens. If he gets his hands on you, he's bringing you down. So this is the kind of player that will basically set the stage and be a part of a I would say a legendary backfield for Miami if it stays together, because he's just a beast. And with what we have already in the roster, you know, with Ewald and Lucas and all these young men that are already on the field, if you bring this kid in next year as a true freshman, actually, no, not next year, and for the 2026 season as a true freshman, there we go, as a true freshman, he's going to fit in nicely. I'm not saying he's going to get the playing time right away, but he's definitely going to be an absolute playmaker in the future for the University of Miami. He is crystal balled to go to Miami, right? He has been crystal balled to go to Miami, all right? But I don't want, for some of you might be a little concerned, because if he does verbally commit to Miami, Miami will be his third team. So like when I was reading my notes, I'm like, he pretty much might go through the entire Florida University triad, okay? Because he was committed to the Florida State Seminoles, okay? He was committed to the Florida Gators, and now he's being rumored to be committed or future commit to the Miami Hurricanes as well. I think one of the main reasons why he's that's going to be the case is because he developed a relationship with Will Harris. Of course, you know Will Harris, okay? Our safeties coach that we brought in from Florida, as we poached him from Florida, he was heavily recruiting Jaelen Waters, and one of the main reasons why Waters did commit to Florida. So Harris leaves, all right, to come to Miami. Waters decommits, all right, on campus as well, visiting. So the sky's the limit. So I do think this is a player that Miami cannot lose, even though more than likely Will Harris will not be his position coach, because Will Harris is working with the safeties and Zach Etheridge is going to be his position coach. He will be working with the cornerbacks, but there might be some communication between the two. So he'll be able to talk to his former potential at the time defensive back coach when he was going, when he's thinking about going to the Gators at one point. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for me. I want to be short and straight to the point. Once again, I'm really excited that Miami's going and getting these kind of caliber individuals, because it's definitely a must get for Miami. especially since, of course, we know defensive backfield was the weakest point of the Miami Hurricanes last year. The Miami Hurricanes have done a lot in terms of recruiting and in the transfer portal to not make that a weakness, but turn into a strength. Adding depth and bringing a kid like this from the 2026 class is really, really going to help, right? Ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you heard, please do not forget to like this channel, share, and most importantly, subscribe, guys. It's free, and it gives me the opportunity to continue to bring out all this content that you guys love. God bless you guys. Have a wonderful day. All about to you guys. Go Canes.